us, Rachel. Thank you. We turn now to the very moving memorial today for former First Lady Roslyn Carter. All four former First Ladies were there in Roslyn Carter's honor. And a touching moment, former President Jimmy Carter arrived, now 99, in hospice, but determined to be there for his childhood sweetheart. Across his lap, a blanket with an image of Roslyn. Tonight, the tearful moment, the Carter's daughter, Amy Carter, and what she read in front of that church. Here's Steve Osensami.
At a church in Atlanta, as they respectfully carried Mrs. Rosalynn Carter inside, the first row of pews filled with U.S. presidents past and present, and every living former First Lady. And then quickly, the world got a rare look at a great American citizen, former President Jimmy Carter, who was in hospice care at home, but refused to miss saying goodbye to his wife of 77 years. Sitting by his side, his son and daughter, they shared their love with kisses and beautiful stories about the woman he called Rose.
I will always love my mother. I will cherish how she and Dad raised her children. They've given us such a great example of how a couple should relate.
And she was my grandmother first, and she was like everyone else's grandmother in a lot of ways. Almost all of her recipes call for mayonnaise, for example.
But tears fell across the church when their daughter read a letter the former president wrote about her mother 75 years ago while he was in the Navy.
My darling, every time I have ever been away from you, I have been thrilled when I returned to discover just how wonderful you are. While I am away, I try to convince myself that you really are not, could not be, as sweet and beautiful as I remember. But when I see you, I fall in love with you all over again. Does that seem strange to you? It doesn't to me. Goodbye, darling. Until tomorrow, Jimmy.
Rosalynn Carter's life and work took her to more than 120 countries. She co-founded the Carter Center, which has helped end diseases and build real hope around the world. And she will be buried at her home in South Georgia tomorrow. David.
Beautiful letter read by Amy Carter there. Steve, thank you again tonight. When we come back here, 41 construction workers trapped in a tunnel